Think about it. And that's what I mean by keeping real reality. We just try to say either it is or it isn't. We dealing with facts. We're not trying to do what we think too much. I'm not trying to be the opinionated cat. Just trying to say what I feel and what I think about everything. I'm just trying to grow and develop and give my thoughts on situations, if you know what I mean. It's all about just growing, developing, putting our minds together and trying to achieve a common goal as a people and trying to grow and really close this wealth gap and try to make something better as a society for our future generation. So I think it's time for us to wise up, stop being a lot on the following bullshit, going off emotions. Every time you hear somebody say you racist, you ready to boycott for anything, you know what I mean? If it's worth it, it's worth it. And I don't believe in boycotting. If we boycott, either we deal with you, we don't deal with you. I'm not gonna deal with you today and not deal with you tomorrow unless you and my family. That's how we deal with family members. What I mean is homeboys. I deal with you like, but if you a cat and you the other side and you do something, we don't deal with you no more. You a company, you crossed us as black people, we through with you, period. We don't want to shop with you no more. That's how with that. And if it's that, I'm with it. If it ain't, it don't make no sense to me. I'm gonna tell you my stance on that right there. And I think though it is important for us as a community and as a people to stand for something, because that'll cause our vote to mean something. Because then maybe we can get some politicians to do what we want. Because then finally we'll be asking for things as a whole, and then we can stand together and demand a certain politician and actually put certain politicians in place. I mean, everybody else do it. I mean, there's a lot of things that, not just what they call the conscious society. We can't do it with the conscious society. I mean, if it's because we already don't have enough people. We already, what I'm saying, unless we add other minorities to be a majority. Okay, because it is about numbers too also. So it makes sense that we gonna need all of the different wills. We gonna need all the gang members. We gonna need all the different, the conscious, the unconscious. Everybody's gonna have to be on the same accord. It's gonna be a loss. And really, and the accord we all gonna have to be on has got to be by God and from God. And what I'm gonna be doing is sharing knowledge. You know, it's a great tool to understanding, meaning, if people, the more knowledge we got, you know, the more we can understand certain things, the more we're apt to be able to understand certain things. Because what I mean by that is I see it has to be a lack of understanding, because a lot of the bamboozle that's going on is like so ridiculous and so on a scale that it's unbelievable. I know it's something else going on. You know what I mean? Like the church's chicken thing. Like that's real buffoonery on a high scale. You know what I mean? For a whole lot of people. I mean, how can you? I don't understand it. You know what I mean? But it's an energy. You know what I mean? You got the demasculation of men. That's at a whole movement by itself. That's the one you don't hear about. You know, I mean, you got the Me Too movement, and I believe a lot of that, in my opinion, this is one thing I will give my opinion about. Really, is I think it's another tool that's divided black men and black women. You putting real bosses in a real hard predicament. When I mean by real bosses, I mean the man that really run the network, that the whole company where he got damn near hundreds of thousands and, you know, almost 1 million employees type thing. You know what I mean? I mean like one of those big, you know, like a Bill Gates. That's why you think you never even hear about who their girlfriends is, the true elites. And it's a sad thing, man. And it's something, if we don't overcome it or realize it, we're gonna find ourselves in our culture, which is rapping everything else that's black, man, being threatened, you know, especially the black man, you know. And everything I say, man, let y'all know is out of love, man. I'd rather build and tear down, and I'd rather heal than destroy. We gotta, you know, just holler at each other, man, and get on one accord, you know, as a people, as a, you know, as a unit, you know what I mean? Talk to your people, man. And I see that a lot, man. When people get together, man, it's hardly ever any conversations of substance. It's always on some everything besides something that's gonna make each other better people in whatever kind of way. It'll make you better in whatever. Like earlier I was hearing something like what was that? Frank Ski, when he had who was that? K Michelle on the show. I think that's who it was. Yeah, she was saying she made some valid points. She pissed me off at first. I ain't gonna lie. I got caught up in my emotions because it's just, it's hard to hear somebody say you ain't shit, really. But then you think about it, it's like, hold on, motherfuckers really ain't shit.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nina and I were talking about this other day, and Nina made a statement to me. She said, you know what? When people meet each other, they should know, in a relationship, what each other's trauma is, so that you really know the person.
Yeah.
What's K. Michelle's trauma?
Men.
Wow.
The center, I once said, what was the center, of my pain, of my life? I didn't have anybody, knock on wood, no one close to me die or anything like that. Everything that I've gone through has been because of lack of self-esteem and men being in the middle.
What do you mean? Explain that.
I don't think men are good people.
Wait, you think that now? All men?
I don't think they're good people.
Why not?
The reason for that, and I truly believe that, the reason for that is, for men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of, cheating, you know that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. We've watched the same story over and over again.
Yeah.
And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal.
Right.
Because you're taking advantage of my love for you, and I'm supposed to just be the one behind you riding or dying. I'm not dying with nobody. And to see girls come up to me, I'm the girl they come up to all day long crying. They tell me the most disgusting of stories that I couldn't even believe. And a lot of times men, the wrong man, will stunt your growth as a woman. Women could be doctors, lawyers, and everything, but they're in the bed crying over what a man did to them.
And she had a point. But, at first I was totally upset until I sat down and thought about it. And that's one thing I think a lot of people need to do. Just, sometimes you need to sit down, smoke one, and think about it.
I'm sorry. My daddy is a Black history professor.
Right.
So you real woke.
Yeah, I used to work at the Civil Rights Museum as a child. They wouldn't let me go work for nobody and have a regular job. So I slept in the Civil Rights Museum when Martin Luther King was killed. I slept there several nights. My daddy do not play that about our history and about you doing stuff for your people. That's what my father is. He still got his afro. He ain't never, it didn't take Beyonce to bring him back to Black Girl Magic and Black Magic.
He was already on it.
He was
already on it.
So then you have an example of a Black man then who
Yeah, but I have an example of how men should be.
Yeah.
Because I saw my grandfather raise 8 kids when my grandmama passed. And I never met her.
Right.
I've seen men. So nowadays, that's not the men that I see. They don't have any of it, no heart like that. I went to JJ's yesterday. I wanted to go to Campbellton.
Yeah.
And they like, hey, you finna get it? Yes, I am. And I went back there with the dudes in the back, and young dude asked me, he said, where your security? Where you at? I said, well, sir, how old are you? I said, why are you asking me for just security? You supposed to secure me. You the Black man.
Yeah.
Why I gotta be scared around you? You supposed to protect babies and men.
Speak it.
These men ain't protecting nobody.
Why do you think that is?
Because they mamas ain't raised them. And they've seen, it's what they've seen. If you don't know, you don't know. They haven't even seen better, for them to know how to do better. So I'm looking at men and all these men cheating and bringing down these women. You need them women to uplift you. You giving them AIDS. You are killing them. You killing these women that you need. I just don't like it. I can't do it. So I look at men and I have an anger for them. I see how they make women feel. I have a brand new TV show on Lifetime. My first show I'm producing. and it's helping women get silicone out of their body. I'm paying $200,000 a pop, the network, to help these women. And you should hear the stories, all because of a man.
Wow.
All because a teacher, school teacher, she can't even walk. Her husband made her get a bigger butt.
Her husband
And left her.
Made her.
For a younger woman, and now she hitting me because she don't want to die and got a child, a 3-year-old child. Like that's how could I possibly, if I'm hearing women coming to me, how could I possibly think that it's better men out there? I don't believe.
The average man, when I say average, I mean probably 98%, 100% of men are capable of cheating. I know. No, hell, I ain't this shit. You put me in front of any damn booty. You know that shit. I guarantee you, I won't cheat. Shit, man, I'm holy. No, you got those other ones. They ain't gonna curse on. No, I am holier than thou. Now, God is in me, and God. But listen here, fool. God the one told you that your flesh was weak. So you be a fool enough to try to play your flesh like your flesh is God, then you gonna be the fool in there cheating. That's why then that's really something to make it think about. That's why you make dirty dolls and them the type people I think are really came shit to me. And I don't want to talk about people, but it's just I'm just speaking on the situation because there's a lot of people like even she said she got a whole lot of slew of women that come to her. She said that's what feed her because you know she said she hearing a whole lot of other women saying you know they problems and so she just thinking like niggas is dirty dogs and then the thing is okay I would think about it too. It's like why in the hell is no good niggas and no good bitches is the only motherfuckers coming to approaching me. Yeah. That's just how I think. I don't care who you are, man. If you don't have the understanding to know that if you don't put yourself in the position, that's the only thing gonna save you from cheating, then you are prone to cheat. Period. That's just period. And then for you Bible people, I'm telling you it's in the Bible. When God tells you that your flesh is weak. And anything that's weak, it means don't test it. You know what I mean? If you got a weak bridge, you mean to tell me you're going to go jump on it? Or you know eventually it's going to break. If that's the thing, if we're telling you that it's weak, you can't trust it. You know what I mean? And so don't never think you too holy or you too righteous of a brother and you love the sisters that you ain't going to find yourself in a fleshly position. You gotta have enough sense to know it's eventually that right one that, hey man, it is what it is. So you gotta know when to get the hell on, or you gonna fall. And that's the difference, man. And I think it's just people not understanding and not sitting down, men and women, not trying to decipher on why we cheat. Or saying, oh, men all cheaters. No, we not. Yes, we are. No, we. Hey, man, look here, man. Anybody, when you dealing with flesh, you dealing with sex, you talking about temptations, man. So you mean to tell me that you so strong and that you could just not be somebody in the right place is what I'm saying. They can get your fool ass. So just, understand that. Keep it in reality. Keep it relative. Don't get caught up because sometimes you saying that's what get people caught up because they thinking they keeping it real. No, I'm a real nigga. Gee, I can tell that bitch. No, but okay, you gotta be a smart nigga too. Know what you're talking about. Okay, that's a part of being real. Okay, we'll just leave it real then. Okay, how about reality? Okay, let's just take it there. That mean it is what it is. You know what I mean? And that's just how I view it. And I'd rather talk about what I know, you know what I mean? Facts besides just sitting around and talk about things I don't know. Just sitting around talking about, she broke up with him and he broke up and he cheating. We gonna talk about, okay, we talking about cheating. Okay, why do cats cheat? You know what I mean? We trying to get a solution for it and try to make it better because you got to understand it is a thing going on it's been going on for a while where black men are completely damn near gone out the home. You know what I mean? And that's just, it's to a rate that it has to be something else to it. You know what I mean? And it ain't more than just niggas ain't shit. I know that I can hear y'all now. Well, that hell yeah, because niggas ain't shit. You know what I mean? But, okay. But at the same time, I just think I'm always that type of person. I think it's a reason for everything. I believe that people really, to the core, generally, are more good than they are evil. And I believe generally people have a reason for doing everything.